It's Dizzy. I'm out at the farm, and today I did something that I haven't done in quite some time. I got out here this morning and spent the day. As you can see, I got the field cleaned and mowed and manure spread and dragged. Don't know how well you can see this, but the grass is taller here than it is here. I mow the first few rounds really short because the grass grows most that area and the horses don't eat it as much because that's where they poop, and it makes it very difficult to mow. I also did something else, and that's I got out the weed whacker and did a lot of weed whacking. It's all cleaned up around the ground pen. Of course, I need to do some work to that because I have some posts that are coming out of the ground. Over here, I don't weed whack because I've got the milkweed coming up, and I want to leave that for the monarch butterflies if all possible. I weed whacked all in here. I haven't decided yet whether or not I'm going to weed whack the field or not. I haven't decided yet whether or not I'm going to leave these boards up because I don't have Gidget. I don't have the goats trying to get in. Do have to do a little bit of repair work here because I know that if I don't do it, nobody else will. Horses on the other side of the fence ran into that post there, so that's messed up. I need to fix that. And it's all nice and mowed up in here. Weed whacked around the chicken pen. I need to get in the one area there. I don't have any chickens in there, and I need to weed that. Need to do some cleaning up along the pit here, as well as in the pit. I am going to be making a garden in this area. I need to put some wire mesh along in here so that they can't get in. I do have some pumpkins coming up. I've got a piece of old fencing thrown on top of them. They came up in one of the chick pens, and I moved them and been keeping them watered. I don't know if I need to water them anymore. We got like an inch of rain last night. Of course, I got to come in and pull out the Jimson weed that's coming up. Got some pokeberry coming up. Got some walnut coming up in here. This is a river birch. There's 3 of them. I had grabbed 5. Only 3 of them made it from my dad's house when he moved. These, if they make it and I can move them, they'll be going to Kentucky with me. I've got some poke there, and nothing's really growing there yet except for there's a walnut and some weeds. So that's got to be all cleaned up. I might leave the mulberry because that'll help make this area nice and shady. I'm going to try to have it so that the horses don't come in here. And I said I've been getting a lot of the cleanup done. There's still more that needs to be done. I got all cleaned up in here. So it's looking really nice. Cleaned up in here. I'm going to need to be dumping this and refilling it. I'm glad I only had the little one instead of the big one because it gets nasty in just 2-3 days. Plus Stormy likes to dump grass in there. Cleaned up all in here. Another area of milkweed. One thing about the milkweed that I like is they really smell good. Coming up in this area. I got all the mowing done here. This, of course, is what I used to have for Gidget for extension for her house. I've been cutting up wood and throwing it in there. I've got almost all the wood that I had in the pile here cut up and in there. Of course, I've had a few more things like some fence boards, an old pallet. That'll all get thrown in there. This area needs to be cleaned out good. I will be putting a shed here this year. And got some mowing up in there. Need to really work around there. I've got a lot of stuff here that needs to be sorted through. Got the parking area all mowed. I moved the trailer this morning and this afternoon, and so I could mow there. The biggest thing is over in this area is where there was all that metal, and that has all been cleaned up. It's in the back of my truck. This cage here, it needs a new floor. I haven't decided yet whether or not I'm going to keep that. This is the old slow feeder, hay feeder that I had for Gidget, a big topic of film. But the only thing that's over here now is fencing that I might be able to do something with, and trash. That's where I put my empty feed bags. That's recycling. That's regular trash. These are some boards that have been in my dad's house that I grabbed. They will be getting used for a project in the not too distant future. And as you can see at the back of the truck, that's all filled with metal. Now, I'm not worried about this coming out today because I'm not going to be using the truck. And I am hoping to work in the side yard tomorrow, and when I do, I will be adding to this. Not going to worry about the water heater for now that's in the yard. And with everything else in there, I'd have to move stuff in order to get that in. But it's so nice to have that out. The bags are where I've been throwing the metal as I came across it. And then the little stuff I've been throwing in here, like screws and nails and all that. And then I added more to it just when I was cleaning. So, spring cleanup is happening. I'll be spending time out here again next week, weather permitting, and I hope to have even more of the cleaning done. So, I hope you're having nice weather where you are, and I will talk at you later.